Good morning, children. Today is 27 Feb. Thought of the week is the secret to getting ahead is getting started. Children, we have in the last part of chapter 13, that is congruence of triangles. Earlier we have seen some examples and the test of congruence. Now let's see some solved examples. In the given figure, parts of triangles bearing identical marks are congruent. State the test and the one-to-one correspondence of vertices by which the triangles in each pair are congruent. See, children, you have to open the page 84 and take out this solved example number 1 of your textbook. So now here there are two triangles PQR and UTS. Here some identical marks are given, that means which side are congruent. Side PQ is congruent to UT, side PR is congruent to US, side QR is congruent to side TS. So all the sides are congruent to each other. So by which test these two triangles are congruent? By SSS test. The correspondence, in the correspondence PQR corresponds to UTS. Let us see the second figure. Here also there are two triangles. This is one and this is the other one. Here in the triangle, which two triangles here? DBA and DBC. Here side DB is common to both the triangles. So and two angles are given, angle B ABD and angle CBD. Okay, so two triangles are given and one side is common. One side is common to here. Which side? Side BD is common to them. So by ASA test, angle side angle test. By ASA test, in the correspondence DBA corresponds to angle DBC. So these two triangles are congruent by which test? By ASA test. And the correspondence is DBA corresponds to DBC. DBA corresponds to DBC. So the first solved example is over now. Now let us see. Take out page number 85 of your textbook, and children, you will open the page 85 and read the example 2 and see. In each pair of triangles in the following figures, parts indicated by identical marks are congruent. A test of congruence of triangles is given below each figure. Okay, below each figure, a test of congruence is also given. State the additional information which is necessary to show that triangles are congruent by given test. Here one additional information is not shown by the identical marks, that we have to find. With this additional information, state one-to-one correspondence also, and if additional information if you will give for the given figure, you have to write down one-to-one correspondence in which the triangles will be congruent. So let us see the first question, that is first part of this question. So here are two triangles LMN and EDF. So angle M is a right angle, angle D is a right angle, and so when right angle is given, the opposite side will be a hypotenuse. LN and EF is a hypotenuse. That's why it is written hypotenuse side test. Okay, one side is given, MN is given, which is congruent to DF. Okay, so which is the additional information? The given triangles are right angled. One of the sides of a triangle is congruent with the side of the other triangle. So the additional information necessary is hypotenuse LN is congruent with hypotenuse EF. With this information, the triangles will be congruent. In the correspondence, LMN corresponds to EDF. Okay, LMN corresponds to EDF. Now take the second question. Here in the figure there are two triangles. Which triangle? ACB and ACD. There are two triangles. AC is common to both. Okay, and angle DAC and BCA. These two angles are congruent. It is given by the figure. The side CA of the two triangles is common. So the additional necessary information is angle DCA. Angle DCA is congruent to angle BAC. This information they have not given. DCA and BAC, they must be congruent. It is not given. So this is the additional information that angle DCA is congruent to angle BAC. With this information, the triangles will be congruent in which correspondence? Correspondence DCA corresponds to BAC. DCA corresponds to BAC. So understood now? Let us start now practice set 13.1. Now write down the first question. In each pair of triangles in the following figures, parts bearing identical marks are congruent. State the test and correspondence of vertices by which triangles in each pair are congruent. So one by one the figures are given. You have to draw one by one figure and then the answer, then another figure, then the answer, one by one. You will not draw all the figures at a time. Okay, so first you will draw the first figure. Here in this figure there are two triangles, XWZ, YWZ. These two triangles are attached and one side is common, WZ is common, and identical marks are XW, side XW is congruent to YW, and WZ is common to ZW. Okay, so what to write the solution? WXZ corresponds to WYZ. WXZ corresponds to WYZ. Thus triangle WXZ is congruent with triangle WYZ. By which test? This will be side, this will be side, this will be angle, and this will be side common. So SAS test. Okay, now second figure, these two triangles are given, IJK, IJL. Okay, thus triangle IJK is congruent to triangle IJL. Angle J is a right angle and opposite side is this, that is hypotenuse IK and IL, and one right angle is given. As one right angle is given and this side, opposite side must be a hypotenuse. Therefore this triangle IJK and IJL, they are congruent by which test? By hypotenuse side test. Okay, now let's see the third figure. Here we have written the two solutions. First solution of first figure, second solution of second figure. Now let's see the third figure. See, in the third figure what is given? EFG and GHE. These two triangles are given. Here which side is common? EG is common to GE. Then side again which identical marks are given? EF is congruent to GH and EH is congruent to FG. So these two triangles, these two sides are also congruent. EG is common, so this side is also congruent. So what we say? EFG is corresponds to GHE. Thus triangle EFG is congruent with triangle GHE. By which test? By SSS test. Now let's see the fourth figure. See the fourth figure. There are two triangles given. Okay, which test? We will say first we will see the identical marks. Angle M and angle P, they are congruent. Side MS or SM is congruent to QP, or this is OP. And one angle, again angle S and angle Q is O is common. Okay, angle O is common to angle S, angle M is common to angle P, that is they are congruent. That's why with these identical marks what we can say? ASM corresponds to TPO. ASM corresponds to TPO. Thus triangle ASM is congruent to triangle TPO. By which test? Angle side angle test, ASA test. Now fifth figure solution. Let's see. See the triangle. Here there are two triangles. Okay, TNS, TNM. Okay, so TNM corresponds to TNS. Let us write the correspondence first. Then these two triangles are congruent. TNS, TNM, they are congruent. By which test? Let us observe. this side TS is congruent to TM, TN is a common side, and angle N is given. Angle N is given to both the triangles. Angle T is also given. This is both the triangles. So by this is one side, this is one angle, and this is one angle. There are two angles which are common and one side is common. Okay. So what we'll say? Okay. See, in this figure what we will say? These two triangles T and M is congruent with triangle TNS. Triangle TNM is congruent with triangle. Here children you will write down triangle TNS. By which test? By SAA test. So question 1, that is of practice set 13.1, it is over, and children take out now some important terms which are given on page number 86. Let us read out. You have to note down one by one below the other. Okay. There are some important terms and the test which are given. Okay. Which tests are given? See here. First is SAS test. So what is a statement of SAS test? If two sides and the included angle of a triangle are congruent with two corresponding sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. And SSS test, if three sides of a triangle are congruent with three corresponding sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. ASA test, if two angles of a triangle and a side included by them are congruent with the two corresponding angles and the side included by them of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. Then AAS test, if two angles of a triangle and a side which is not included by them are congruent with corresponding angles and a corresponding side, here also not included side by them of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. Then the hypotenuse side test, we have seen all the tests with the examples. Okay. So these are some statements which you have to keep in mind and also note down in your notebooks. So if the hypotenuse and the side of a right angle triangle are congruent with the hypotenuse and the corresponding sides of the other right angle triangle, then the two triangles are congruent with each other. Okay children, here what we have finished. Here in this part we will finish this important terms, and the next part we will see in the next